Hi, my name is Matt Evans, and this is my individual video presentation for 1002 SEM. So firstly about me, I'm 19 years old. I unfortunately come from Nottingham, means I'm a Forest fan, and I've been a season ticket holder there for 7 years. I played locally for 14 years at football for Newark Flowserve and the school captain. I've now hung up my boots and can say I'm officially retired. I did business at A-level, which I thoroughly enjoyed. Being a sport fanatic, I felt that the course was tailor-made for me. After attending the open days, the course was highly valued and the lecturers seemed to genuinely enjoy teaching it. It consists of great employability skills you learn and gain throughout, such as teamwork and independence and deadlines. And I thought this, along with industry experts' knowledge who've worked there, can give you great foundations to gaining a future job. It's got fantastic international links as well with organisations and universities worldwide alike. That was another attraction for me. An interesting fact would be that Henry Lansbury, the ex-Forest and Aston Villa player, used to live next door to me, but enough said about that, the better. So a skills audit, it identifies your gaps where improvements are needed and it assesses the urgency that they need to be addressed. So referencing and time management with a skill level of 2 and organisation slightly higher at 3. So for past assignments, I've lost marks that I felt were easy to come by not correctly referencing, so it means that getting the top marks is a lot harder to do. For organisation, for some assessments, I've forgotten or left it later, and it means that I've got to rush to complete them, and it means the quality is slightly reduced. And finally, time management. In Paul's presentation, I struggled with timings and actually went over the allotted time limit, and it meant I wasn't able to say all of the information that I had. So the priority for improvement, I'd say that referencing and time management is most urgent because they have a direct impact on the course. Organisation does, however, I think the other two are much more important. So for SWOT analysis, it's a form of strategy planning and it allows the evaluation of current situation to be made for future implements, which was said by Fadamard, Crowder and Mills in 2016. So I would say that my strengths are teamwork and independence. I was a captain in football, so it's taught me skills and experiences of how to work as a unit together in achieving an effective goal. And the independence, being a qualified referee, you're out there on your own and no one else can help you, and you've got to have the responsibility to take over from the people, the fans, and the kids playing. The weaknesses I'd say that I have is public speaking. I find it very nerve-wracking, as you can probably tell now, and it's daunting talking in front of people, so it stops me from taking certain opportunities I might be able to, and confidence as well. So situations where I'm not comfortable, I kind of lack that oomph to try and go out and get involved and try new things out. So opportunities, doing more PowerPoint presentations such as this one, and in front of people, give me both better public speaking and improve my confidence as I like. Already the course has improved both of these and it'll continue to do so as the course progresses. So the threats, not being as confident enough in new situations, might actually limit the experiences I gain, so my CV isn't reaching its full potential, and lack of consistent exams makes preparation for them quite a bit more difficult to achieve a high grade in the actual exam. So next I did some independent tests looking at behaviour and learning styles. The first one I did was the VAR questionnaire. It's a preference tool and it uses 16 multiple choice questions, determining which sensory modes you use the most. So for me it was oral and reading and writing, and the other two are kinesthetic and visual. The answers I showed said that I had a multi-model with those two. This was suggested by Fleming and Mills in 1992. So the next one I did was looking at which side of the brain I use. After answering the questions, I got a score of 6, saying that I deal with both sides of the brains equally. So the left side deals with analytical thinking, numbers and language, with the right side for more expression, imagination and emotions, which was talked about in the article on Very Well in 2017. Finally, I did the Human Metrics Young Typology test, and it suggests your personality type after answering certain questions. So mine was basing it on sensing over intuition, and I used feelings over actual thinking to make decisions. So next is my SMART action plan. It's a plan that has objectives that are specific, measurable, achievable, realistic and timed, which Fahy and Jobber talk about in their textbook in 2015, with the reference on the next slide. So my 3 weaknesses outlined in the skills audit, I've created a SMART action plan for them now. So to overcome and improve my referencing skills, I found sources online and practiced referencing them. This then led to practicing a much higher level of referencing. To get feedback, I've used online library referencing guide, and whenever now I have references for assessments or assignments, I have that next to me and use it as reference. To apply and improve this, I hope to gain at least 9 out of 10 in future assessments. I haven't achieved this yet, so in my next assessment I gain back, I'll be able to see what marks I actually got for the referencing and compare it and see how I've done. For organisation next, I've practiced by making note of key dates right away rather than leaving them. So I've started an actual diary. So whenever I get told about a deadline or a key date, I keep track of it and write it down straight away. To get feedback off this, I've seen how actually being this organised and improving my organisation is affecting my stress and then ease of the actual task. Like this one now, maybe tasks seem less rushed and stressful, so I produce a higher quality of work. To try and improve this, I'll continue to record deadlines so I'm always up to date with all my organisation skills, and then continue to do this throughout the course. I'll aim to have this done by the end of the academic year, and I'll be able to see then if there's any consistent levels of organisation. So continuing on, the final objective I aim to improve is my time management skills. So to practice this, I've timed myself for each of the PowerPoint slides I'm doing now. I'm using a stopwatch, so I'll be able to see and write down if I'm under the stipulations that I'm required to be. So to get feedback, I'm assessing timings of each of the slides and the presentation as a whole. By doing this, it'll mean that I don't go over the 10-minute mark. To apply and improve, it should lead to effective time management skills in the future and throughout the rest of the course. I plan to have this achieved by the end of the academic year, and I will judge this based upon tasks being completed with better productivity and efficiency also, and it should lead to getting higher results. And here's the reference for Farhin Jabbar talking about objectives being more effectively met if they're actually smart. So next was the Good Academic Practice Quiz, and it looks at your ability to know the knowledge of both referencing and then plagiarism. So first of all, my first test, I got 11.95 out of 15. The test I took most recently, it now gone up to 14 out of 15. So as you can see, my attempts gone quite up considerably. In higher education, plagiarism, it stops you from getting credit that isn't yours. So none of your work's unethical or unfair. You give credit where it's due to them. It also putting words into your own sentences allows you to gain transferable skills that you can later use in employment. Referencing actually stops plagiarism, so it allows you to credit the sources where it's due, and actually referencing then shows your understanding of the information, and then it gives validity to the author's work. So reflective summary, I've built new relationships both through my flatmates and then the course, as well as playing five-a-side football. These both improve my networking skills, and it can aid me in future employment if I need to work with any of the people, and the social skills aspect as well. Gym and basketball at the leisure centre, I use them to maintain a good healthy lifestyle at university. I feel that this is important as well. Student finances and independent living, it prepares you for budgeting in future jobs if you need economics or if you need any tables sorting out or graphs or anything like that. And this also aids my employability skills to effectively manage money and budgets. Note-taking in lectures is quite difficult, but it gives you the technique to understand what information is important. Employing with meetings and conferences, you'll then have the easy transferable skills that you've acquired through listening in lectures and seminars to then acquire and use them. So finally, my first semester evaluation, presentation tasks. It boosts weaknesses that I've shown in my skills audit, such as confidence and the actual public speaking. So standing in front of the lecturers or the rest of the seminar, you'll gain your confidence gradually and make you more of a strength. So confidence and public speaking, then they become less drawbacks, and you've got them as an actual thing you can build upon and use with great confidence. So interacting with people, you interact with various types of people and complete a task, which is a great employability skill because in organisations, you can have to work as a team. So that's a really great skill to actually gain. And the other one would be communication. So on the course, there's a variety of different nationalities. It teaches you to actually work with people of different cultures and how they would approach things and gain knowledge from them. You actually gain the experience of how they think, like I said, and you learn to engage with people from various parts of the world. Business is now a globalized industry, obviously, and it prepares you for the workplace, especially NIC, which is my aspiration to work for. That's it. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. It wasn't too quick or stressful to listen to. Here's the reference list, and thank you for your time.